Cancer, welcome to In Spiritual Journey. You're going to get the remainder of August message for you. So this is for the collective of Cancer. Take what resonates, let go of what doesn't. And let's just see. Let's see where the energy is. The energy of other people hanging around you. Anything coming up. Challenges, as well as advice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So let's get the answers that universe and spirit want to bring forth that we need to hear. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull these oracles out, and then we'll get the message. So I got 3 oracle decks here, and then I got several tarot decks. So we're just going to pull some cards and see what comes up. All right, what else? What else wants to come up? I'm getting some, so far I'm getting something, but I just want to make sure I have all the cards on here first. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right, so we have the Death card on the underlying, as well as perspective and trust in your efforts. So, you know, the Death card is usually when we're leaving things behind and doing a transformation. So that always can be a little challenging because, you know, it's hard. Even if we want to move forward, it's still hard leaving behind the things that we're used to. You know, that's our comfort zone. So I feel like there's some kind of energy here where you might have a little bit of doubt here. And you need to see like things in a different perspective. You know, because you could be just looking like at all the failures or all the things that could go wrong instead of all the things that could go right. And, you know, that sometimes we have failures to get to that success. We never go right to success without several failures, right? So on the top cards, we have communication, as well as new beginnings, which goes well with that Death card, and emotional protection. So this is telling me that you are being protected. But this is also, too, making sure that we keep our emotions under control. Because, you know, if we let them out of control, they can wreak havoc, right? We can, you know, get angry and blow up on someone. We could break down in front of somebody and say something we don't mean. So this is like keeping, and then we're also very sensitive. So we get triggered very easy. So, you know, just keep those emotions intact. But this is also saying you're protected. There is some new beginning here from this Death card underneath. You know, of course, when every end is a new beginning, right? And, you know, you're being asked to see things in a higher perspective, a different perspective, you know, than maybe what you're normally used to, or that critical mind wants us to think. But there is something, too, about communication here, you know, how you're communicating, how you're expressing yourself. Okay, so let's get some tarot cards. You know, this can be, usually we think of communication with other people, but this could even be communicating with yourself, you know, because sometimes our mind, well, not sometimes, our mind is like, thinks of, what is it? 60,000 thoughts a day or something like that? I don't know. I think it's even more on my thing. Okay, see, yeah, you could be a little wearing your heart on your sleeve a little bit. We have that Death, but we also have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, you know, he sees the beauty in things, but he also wears his heart on his sleeve. So there could be, you could be just more emotional because you are going through this transformation. Yeah, the King of Swords is somebody that's very logical and analytical. So this is a good card. I think you are like thinking about things, but I do feel like you're falling into this trap of, you know, letting it get overwhelming, overthinking it, right? Because we have this Seven of Swords coming up too. So this is kind of some, you know, tricky behavior, lies, deceit, manipulation. So this could be within you. Just having that doubt. It could be people around you as well, because, you know, when we are in that transition state, we have to let go of things. So there could be some kind of manipulation to get you to kind of stay back, trying to pull you back down. So there could be energy with that. And we also have the Three of Pentacles too. So it could be something work related. This is collaboration though, so it's working with other people. So I feel like if you are making this transformation and you're leveling up, it could be people trying to hold you back in some kind of way that's manipulating, okay, and deceiving. So it could be like, maybe you're trying to change jobs and level up, and then the coworkers and boss are saying things just to manipulate you to stay or make you feel bad or whatever. But it also could be within as well. So let's see what else. And it just doesn't have to be coworkers. It can also be friends, family. They want to keep us at their level, or they don't want to see us go because for their own personal reasons. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming up. Yeah, see, there's manifestation here. So this is using all our tools. So, it takes courage, though, because a lot of times we have to put ourselves out there and communicate things, right? And that can be scary because we don't know how people are going to take it or if it's going to be successful. So there's some kind of manifestation here with this. It's under this Death card. So I feel like, this transformation is bringing in abundance. You letting things go is opening doors for new opportunities of abundance here. So, in order to manifest, we have to put ourselves out there and be vulnerable, right? So the higher levels we get, the more possibly confrontational conflict we are going to receive because we put ourselves at a higher level. That doesn't mean that we mix with those people, but we're going to get backlash because a lot of people don't want to see us succeed, right? So see, there's that devil energy on the bottom. So there's like toxic energy around you. So it's very hard when we're trying to transition and move up with people that don't want to move up, right? So it can be very hard. So let's see what else is coming up with these other cards. Yeah. See, we have this Knight of Cups. And I feel like you're trying to free yourself from some energy or some situation or person. But you could be getting resistance. Let's see about the King of Swords. It could be even like you trying to get your emotions under control with that Eight of Swords being reversed. Now we have the Moon. The Moon is all about our hidden things, our subconscious. It's about our fears. It's about, shadows. But it's also about our intuition. Intuition, it's like our inner compass, but we have to trust because we don't know the answers. This is hidden things. We don't know all the answers. We just got to trust and have faith. Yeah. See, again, this is about the new start with the Ace of Pentacles, and here's that deceit. So it could be even your own mind, like self-sabotaging. When we get fearful about things, even though we want new things, we're frightened about moving forward, or if we're going to fail, or people are going to make fun of us, or it's not going to work out, and we're going to look like a fool. But this is, that energy. It could be your ego is holding you back because it's very frightened of this new beginning, right? You want badly to get away from that. You feel like it's trapping you and holding you back. But, things come into play. We start letting our fears get the best of us. Our mind starts overthinking and telling us all the things that could go wrong, right? We had the King of Cups, though. See, this is mastering those emotions. We had the Knight of Cups, and now we have the King of Cups. The Knight of Cups is wearing our heart on our sleeve, being really vulnerable. Vulnerability can be a good thing, but it's also good to use a little bit of our intellect as well. We have to balance that out because some people will take advantage of that. So we still have to have those healthy boundaries and stuff. And it does look like there is mastering of these emotions because we can get set off so easily by one little thing that comes up if our emotions aren't under control, right? And I feel like, too, because this Knight of Cups come up with you, Cancer, and you're a pretty easygoing person, that people that are a little harder and take advantage of kind souls, it could be that energy too. So of course, that can make us a little afraid to move forward because we don't want people to take advantage of us. And you could have had that happen before. All right, so let's go ahead and get some advice from this. So whatever this is, if it's a relationship that you're trying to move away from and somebody's trying to manipulate you to stay, guilt trip you into staying, when you want to just go out there and have this new beginning and bring in abundance and live this good life and get out of this feeling trapped mode, you want this new start. They could be trying to, you know, manipulate you, gaslight you, whatever. Or it could be like a job where they don't want you to move forward or get a higher position. It could be anything. So it's going to be differently for everybody. But let's go ahead and get some advice. Great advice already. I was just saying, trust in your efforts. I saw up there. Trust in your efforts. Emotional protection. Yes. Okay. Advice. Leave that turbulence and drama behind you. You know, of course, you know, going through that rocky waters, it can be a little feeling like a little uneasy, make us a little seasick. But on the other side of this water, this ocean, is calmer waters. It's more tranquility. But you have to leave that behind. Okay? Leave the conflict too. People like to stir up stuff. And if they're like afraid for you leaving or they have their own insecurities, that's on them. They got to heal their own. You can't live your life for them. So it's leaving the conflict. So you're going to hop in this boat. There's the 5. You're leveling up. 5, letting go of the conflict. Hopping in that boat. And it might be painful, but going across there, letting go of all those things holding you back and getting to that tranquil side. Don't believe everything everybody tells you. This is a revelation, truth. Don't believe everybody. They're going to tell you anything. Some people will tell you anything to get you to do what they want. So I feel like some of you might have like a codependent person around you or even a narcissist around you. So again, we have that Page of Cups again. So set those intentions. What's going to make emotionally fulfill you? What's going to make you happy? It's got to come from within, not from everybody else. Okay? And their happiness, even though they might say that you make them happy and they're going to be devastated if you leave, they need to find their own happiness within them. We could add to each other, but we can't fulfill each other's cup unless ours is full, right? All right, let's get a couple more advice. Yes, now we have the Queen of Rods. That's somebody that's very confident. She's courageous. She's compassionate, but she's confident and courageous, right? As well as, see, look, that competition's on there again. She moves forward with what she wants to do. You know, she's nice about it, but she's going to set her boundaries and she's going to live her life, right? We also have this 2 of Cups reversed. So for some of you, it could be, you know, a really good connection here, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, but it's reversed. So something is off balance. It's out of harmony. It's not working anymore. So, you know, so this queen, even though it might be sad to leave something behind, and she might take those memories go with her, she's going to do what she needs to do for herself, and she's going to be courageous enough to do it. So that's what you need to step into. This is actually an Aries card too, so it could be an Aries you're dealing with. You know, and leaving that competition and conflict behind. Again. All right? And look at that. Taking the lessons, not focusing on the disappointments. Okay? We can for a little bit, you know, it's human nature. But then we have to turn around and see the blessings that we have. Okay? That doesn't mean you're lacking at all. All right? That's what Spirit's telling you. You're not lacking. We all have disappointments. We just don't dwell on them. We don't fight or compete or whatever with everybody else. We stand our ground. We set our boundaries. We stay confident and we move forward. And if anybody wants to tell us all kinds of bullshit to make us feel bad or guilty, no, we're not going to have it. And we're going to walk away from any disharmony so we can have peace in our life. And unfortunately, You know, they have to do that for themselves. Okay? So then you can bring in your abundance after this death and transformation. So I feel like what this is coming up, this communication card, is that you might have to break down and just have a good, honest communication with somebody or some group or whatever. And say, this is what I want. I'm sorry that you're disappointed, but I got to do me. All right? So let's go ahead and get the bottom of each deck here. Okay? Just for the last message. Look at that. Our peace, our tranquility. Yeah, that's what we're striving for. And if you're trying to please everybody else, or they're putting all their eggs in your basket, trying to make you be responsible for their happiness, it ain't going to happen. This is what you need to go for. Whatever makes you happy and content. Okay? King of Cups again, mastering the emotions. You know, don't let people pull at your heartstrings. It's nice to have a beautiful heart and be vulnerable and see the beauty in the world. But we also have to have that healthy boundaries, because people will take advantage of that. Okay? Counting your blessings, not sitting there thinking that you're in lack at all, or making people feel that you're lacking something because you're not filling their cup. We get this Beach card with healing and balance. See, once we heal all that energy and go towards what makes us peaceful, it brings healing and balance to us. And going with the flow. Of course, when we're on that boat with that Six of Swords, that rocky water, we kind of got to go with the flow, right? All right, and then the last one here, we already had balance, didn't we? Oh yeah, there's balance again. We have balance, but we also have visualization. So trust whatever your visions you're getting, what any signs and synchronicities you're getting, whatever your intuition's telling you. So I feel like, you could be getting some messages through your dreams, but there is balance coming in, okay? All right. And outcome, if you should listen to this advice. A lot of opportunities and choices coming in. Nice. Yes, okay. What you get, again, beautiful transformation, being that caterpillar blooming into that beautiful butterfly. You had death card 3 times. This could be a Scorpio energy too. But, I feel like there could be some abundance coming in by Scorpio season, but I feel like you are definitely going through a major transformation, which can be very challenging as it is, and a lot of people are trying to cling on to you and not let you go in any way possible, by manipulating, making you feel guilty, all that. We also have the 7 of Wands, so this is persevering. Keep persevering. This is just a challenging time. You're walking through that dark hallway. That's always challenging. And this is also saying to set those healthy boundaries and defend what you believe in, your truth. There's going to be a lot of opportunities and choices coming up here. And if we listen to other people or we start doubting ourselves, we see things through rose-colored glasses. It's going to be, smoggy and foggy, and we're not going to see clearly. So you need to get that cleared up, okay? So just know that going through transformations are never easy. But there's a beautiful ending waiting for you, okay? Full of abundance. So just trust in yourself, believe in yourself and set healthy boundaries. Don't let people manipulate you, and you'll get through this. And it looks like possibly by, October or November, some of the abundance might come in. So that is your message, Cancer. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.